So I just did a lot of baking. I made a ginger loaf with ginger icing, chocolate brownie, and melting moments, which is like a lemon icing sandwich between 2 vanilla biscuits. And this is after I already made chocolate chip biscuits yesterday. But my mum said yesterday that when I bake, I never bake enough, like quantity wise, and she feels like she never gets enough of my baking. Like she tries it once and then that's all. And the reason that happens is because I eat most of it, and I was like, well, you need to get in faster then. I mean, the chocolate chip biscuits are almost gone now after I had 4 or 5 of them yesterday. I had a few with ice cream, and then I obviously had to have one when it's warm. And yeah, I can't remember exactly how many I had, but yeah, those are almost gone. So I decided to bake a lot today, so there should definitely be enough for my mum to have some as well. And anyway, that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is because I feel like I talk a lot about how I struggle with depression or feeling anxious, and I don't really talk enough about the strategies that I use or things that I want to try to improve my depression and just improve my mental health in general, basically. And so in my videos I want to try out a few different techniques that I haven't tried before, or revisit techniques that I have used before. So in this video I'm gonna try meditation. So I used to do meditation actually quite regularly. I would do a 10-minute daily meditation using Calm or Headspace apps, and I did that consistently for about a year, and then I stopped because it started feeling quite stressful and like another thing that I had to fit into my day on top of the many other things that I also feel I need to fit into my day, so I stopped doing that. But recently I feel like I haven't been as self-aware as I would like to be, and I know that in my previous experiences meditation definitely did help me with being aware of the thoughts that I'm having and how I'm feeling, and so I thought I would just revisit it again and try it out. 10 minutes per day. I think I'll use the Calm app again because I really liked that one last time. 10 minutes per day of meditating. I ideally would like to do it in the morning. Right now it's around 4:20 in the afternoon, but something that I have said before and something that I believe is, if you're feeling motivated to start something, then start right away. That's the same with my approach in eating disorder recovery as well. If I'm feeling motivated, in the past, if I was feeling motivated to challenge a fear food, then I would challenge it immediately rather than wait till the next day or the next morning, because motivation just naturally waxes and wanes. So and starting is usually the hardest part. So eating that challenging fear food for the first time is usually the most challenging, and starting a new habit or a new skill is usually the most challenging bit as well, I think. So with all that talking out of the way, I'm going to try meditating every day for 10 minutes starting today, and I'm going to use this video to keep me accountable for the next 2 weeks, and then I'll just keep you up to date with how it's going, and hopefully I'll have some feedback at the end of the 2 weeks that I can share. Okay, day 1 done. I'm really proud of myself for not checking the time that was left on the clock because that felt quite long. My mind wandered everywhere, from my family, my boyfriend, to worrying about what I have to do tonight, what I need to cook for dinner, what I have on tomorrow, all sorts of things. But I did it, and I'll do it again tomorrow. Day 2, it's 5 p.m. Don't really feel like doing this. Definitely just feels like something that I want to tick off. But I'm gonna do it for 10 minutes. Gonna meditate for 10 minutes. Feeling very relaxed. I have quite a bad headache today, and it has been quite annoying all day, or quite painful. And I think it's probably linked to stress, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe, like, I don't know, bad posture or something, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna do 10 minutes of meditation now, and hopefully that will help. Yeah, I'm gonna do the soothing pain meditation today. So I'm just gonna do my meditation for 10 minutes, and I've been meditating for 2 weeks now, so I think I'm gonna end this video, but I have found meditating very helpful for increasing my self-awareness. It's been quite helpful to have just 10 minutes each day to check in with how I'm feeling, both mentally and in my body, physically as well, and to notice to notice physical sensations that I'm having, as well as thoughts that are coming up. I notice that unless I make a conscious effort to observe how I'm feeling and reflect, then otherwise I'll go through the day and not really take into consideration how I'm feeling as I go about my day, and then I can end up feeling overwhelmed and tired and sick and stressed, etc. So meditation has been very helpful for increasing my self-awareness. It's also been helpful because it's provided me time in the day to express gratitude and think through things that I'm grateful for in my day or in my life. And I used to keep a gratitude journal, but I don't anymore. That's something I might pick up again, but I found that even just thinking about things that I'm grateful for was quite good, because I do think gratitude is important, and it was good, and I felt better about myself and my life and everything if I just had some time set aside to think of things that I'm grateful for. It's also been quite nice because it's 10 minutes of the day that is just for me, so it very much feels like I'm taking care of myself when I'm doing my meditation. And I think it's really important that I teach my brain through doing activities like this that self-care is extremely important and I deserve to take care of myself. And so I think setting aside that 10 minutes is good for working to overcome my depressive thoughts about not feeling good enough to engage in self-care activities and take care of myself. Something that I noticed as I was doing meditation as well is that my thoughts tend to drift to things like volunteering, work, relationships, and that might not sound like a big thing, but to me it's a huge deal, because in the past when I meditated, my thoughts would always just drift to food. And while during the depths of my eating disorder, meditation was absolutely unbearable because I hated sitting still. I felt unproductive sitting for 10 minutes, and I just hated sitting with my thoughts of food and my eating disorder thoughts. So I really feel like doing my meditation practice and noticing that my thoughts are drifting to things other than food is a real marker of how far I've come in my recovery. One of the main reasons that I wanted to recover is because I was so sick of thinking of food, and now I sit down and meditate for 10 minutes and food doesn't come into my mind once, and that is incredible to me, and it's taken a long time to get there. I've been in recovery for at least 2 years now, and very gradually food has become much less present in my mind. So yeah, so I'm very happy about that. The final thing I wanted to say is that I didn't manage to meditate every day. I think there were 3 or 4 even days when I didn't meditate, but actually that's okay. I'm really okay about that. And I actually think for me it's a much better approach if I aim to meditate most days rather than every day, because I think if I force myself to meditate rigidly every day, I'm going to lose the sense of enjoyment that I get from it now, and it won't feel like a self-care activity. It will feel like something that I'm compelled to do, something that I have to do. And to rigidly meditate every day feels quite eating disordered to me. It's very sort of black and white thinking, like you have to meditate every day or else it doesn't count, or else you're a failure. And that's not true. So I definitely plan to continue meditating 10 minutes most days, but I'm not going to be rigid about it. I'm going to take a much more flexible approach. So to recap, I do feel like meditation has helped my self-awareness, mentally and physically, my sense of gratitude, and I think is helping to rewire my brain to believe that self-care is important. So those are my takeaways. If you have any comments, please let me know below, and thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're doing okay, sending you lots of love, and I'll record again soon. Bye.